Welcome to my 2 cents for today. My name is Henry Igwebike. We have it that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has renamed the legendary University of Maiduguri, popularly known as UniMaid, to Muhammad Buhari University. UniMaid has been turned to Muhammad Buhari University, and that is as a result of the death of the former president. His very good ally and very good friend Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to do that in memory of him and remembrance of him. And the question is, why not University of Lagos? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu catchment area is University or Lagos State, and therefore, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu felt he loved Muhammad Buhari so much and Muhammad Buhari meant so much to him, one would have expected that he would rename something closer to him just to prove, just to show that he was so much in tune, want to remember him that much. He would have renamed the University of Lagos, the legendary University of Lagos, to Muhammad Buhari University. But you know why that would not work? That would not work because the people, the stakeholders would never allow that happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not in the next 20 or 50 years. University of Lagos would never be renamed with someone else's name, because the stakeholders understand the importance of name to an institution. They understand the legacy. They understand the symbolic value that come with it. I truly do not have anything against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu renaming whatever institution to whatever name that he chooses. Of course, it is his prerogative. He is the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and therefore he has the rights to rename anything according to his chosen. But there is the urgency of the now. And the question is, what is the urgency of the now? Why must it be an institution like the university? And this begs the question, if truly we do understand the symbolic value, the value exchange of a university and what that means, not just to the alumni, but to the community where those universities are situated. Just imagine the University of Lagos being turned to whatever name. I remember when President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan wanted to rename the University of Lagos to Moshood Abiola University. He had already done that. But lots of people turned around and they weren't very satisfied. I love to believe at that time it's possible, allegedly, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu might be amongst the persons that had said it would not work because they understood the value of the name attached to the University of Lagos. Now, in case those within the team of the president do not understand what this might do to the life of this legendary university UniMaid is, number one, it will cause lots of confusion. Number two, there would be a legacy disruption that would come as a result of it. A legacy has been built with the university's name, UniMaid. It's been there for a very long time. Just imagine that you are an alumni or an alumnus / an alumna of the University of Maiduguri, and all this while you had presented your certificate to institutions and to different bodies that you are a product of the University of Maiduguri, and you now wake up to notice that your prestigious university has been turned to Muhammad Buhari University. Do you know how that means? Do you know what that feels like? It will definitely reduce the attachment of the alumni to the university. The pride the alumni have for their legendary institution would be automatically reduced to the barest minimum. Now, when you aggregate or accumulate every of this after effect, the question is it necessary that an institution like a university's name would or should be changed because you want to favor, you want to prove that you are the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Is all of this influenced by political move? Because randomly changing the name of an institution doesn't really make sense if it's not politically motivated. Of what importance is it really? There are lots of things that would have been turned to Muhammad Buhari. I learned there is a faculty in the University of Maiduguri that's already named after Muhammad Buhari. I learned the international airport there is already named right with Muhammad Buhari. Then the question is, why then rename a prestigious university like UniMaid, University of Maiduguri, to Muhammad Buhari University? Does it really make any sense? And this begs the question if truly our leaders understand the value of institutions like universities and what that means to the life of the people who make good use of that university or the community that depend on that university. Imagine the University of Oxford changing its name because Donald Trump passed away, for example, and will now rename University of Harvard University, will be renamed to Donald Trump University. Just imagine that. Imagine that Cambridge is renamed with some president's name that's no more with us. Does that make any sense? There's a reason why they are called institutions. They are called institutions because it comes with lots of value proposition that would outlive us, value propositions that will be there 50 years coming. That is the reason why such names are given. That's the reason why it is maintained that way. That is the reason why University of Lagos would never be changed for whoever it is. The alumni of that institution would never allow that happen. Then the question is, why then should we rename University of Maiduguri? There is a University of Transport already in Katsina. Why not rename that with Muhammad Buhari? Everything in Nigeria is about politics. We play politics with everything. We don't care how that affects the least of us. Unfortunately, the media jobbers of the president are not saying anything about some of these things, even if some of them historically understand the effect, the negative effect of some of the things. They won't say it because, of course, it is made possible by their principle. But if it was someone else and they were in the opposition, they would have been all over Twitter. They would have been all over the social media, lambasting the president if they were in the opposition. But because they are part of the ruling class, they won't say anything. Well, I just hope that alumni would say something about it, just like Moshood Abiola University was rejected when University of Lagos was renamed. I would love to believe that stakeholders of that institution, the alumni of that institution, will go against this because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. There are lots of things you can rename with the name of the president, not a university, not a place of learning, not a place where people are incubated to become better people. You don't do that just for whatever influence or whatever desire of your choosing. It doesn't really make any sense. This is my 2 cents, actually. This is my 2 cents. I do not know what you think about it, but let me know in the comment section what you think about this. And remember to follow us on our social media platforms at My 2 Cents with Igwe Henry. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've not. And let's continue to create a community of great thinkers. Thank you, and have yourself a splendid day. Bye-bye.